1 2 1 2 testing. 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 You got in-game sound?
I can hear something. Right, you've got in-game sound as far as I can hear, and I can hear you on Discord.
Can you describe what you can hear, please?
Like engines going.
Right. Is it all equal proportion?
Yeah.
Testing, testing, 1 2 3. Oh gosh. Now the problem is what's too loud and what's too quiet. Can you be able to identify the sounds, or should I try and work that one out? Can you tell me what you can hear, please?
Right, I can hear like engines running.
Yes. Is it quiet or is it loud?
Quiet.
Am I louder than the engines?
Yes. Yes.
How loud?
Very loud.
How's that now?
Yeah, that's okay.
Can you describe what's okay, please?
What? You're still very loud.
Right, so it's not okay, okay. Ow, I best turn you down. Right, okay, let's turn you down. Right, okay. So viewers, basically I was altering my sounds to some of our members, and it's kind of messed up all my streaming stuff. Trying to set it back. Right, testing, testing, 1 2 3. Am I loud?
No, you're fine now.
Sorry?
You're fine now.
And what about, okay.
I can't hear the engine.
Yeah, no, because I'm not, if you see, okay, alright. Boom, 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 boom. Right, what can you hear now? Say again. Right, now I'm going to have to turn you up now because you've started to whisper again. I'm actually chasing my tail here. I'm chasing my tail here. Right, say something now.
1098765321.
How do I sound?
You sound loud and clear.
How does the game in the background sound?
Loud and clear.
Which one's louder, me or the game?
About the same.
About the same.
Yes.
Octavia.
Just over the top.
Yes, Commander.
Which one's louder now? Octavia,
Yes, Commander.
tell me about Unity.
Hello all. We are called Unity, all for one and one for all. I will give you a simple outline about Unity.
Right,
We are
which
an
is louder? Is Unity
organization
louder
colony.
or am I louder?
We are low, mid and level
louder.
hardcore players in Star Citizen. We
Okay,
are
I'm going to
about
take a chance to
quality,
turn
not
your
quantity.
sound up, okay?
Our aim is to make this game a better experience, and to gain more knowledge. We have military and we have civilian, that has two different approaches in the game. Then we have hardcore, midcore, and
Can you hear the,
lightcore
talking
according to their
background?
lifestyle.
Yes.
Then
Can
we
you
have
speak,
members
please?
with emblems and without emblems.
1098765321.
The reason why we have emblems.
ABCDEFG.
The emblems is
How
your
about me?
identity. It
Yeah.
identifies
You're
your
allowed
skill
to be.
levels and knowledge in
Say
our
again.
organization,
You're
and you
allowed
get
and
special
clear.
perks.
Am I openly
If you
talking?
go into different
Yes.
orcs, people will know
And
who
can
you
you
are
hear the
and what
game in
you
the
are
background?
about without too
Yes.
many questions asked. You don't
Which is
have to
loudest
wear
of
it
all?
if you don't want to. So as you can see, when
I
we
would
put
say
these
Octavia
members
is.
into category,
Sorry?
it is not easy.
I would say between
To
you
grow
and
the
Octavia.
organization, it is a
Right.
slow progress, when it comes to reliability and consistency. When it comes to other organizations in Star Citizens, they only have one strategy. You are either military or civilian, etc. And that is the same for high-level, mid-level and low-level members. But in our organization we have members with emblems and without emblems. And what makes it more difficult of all? We have members in different professions, for example, strategy
How's
and
that now?
defense, search and rescue, engineering, logistics, security, combat, science, exploration and archaeology, etc.
Sorry?
When members first come in here, they really don't know what they want, they just want to play.
Right, how is
Then it's up to
Octavia?
us to make it interesting by finding out what they like. Then we create role play until the mechanics
Can you
come
hear
into the game.
Octavia over the game?
Yes.
That all comes
Right.
under content creating.
Can you hear me over the
As you
game?
know, we have
Yes.
created boot
Can you
camp
hear
for
me over
basic
Octavia?
training for the beginners.
Yes.
That give them an idea what we are about with the
Well,
basic
the only
rules.
inconsistency
We do
now
content
is your
creating on
volume because
YouTube.
you're up and down.
We aim
And
to
if
give
you put it
training
too
so
loud,
you can develop your
and you do
skills.
something not concentrated,
And we
blows my ears
also
out.
donate ships.
And if you turn it off,
Our organization is
you know what
about
I mean?
role play and
That's the problem
interaction.
with yours there now.
It's not about you fighting in your ship and me fighting in my ship and shooting the hell out of each other. It's about learning about each other and interacting as one group. If you do not have the time to interact with us in voice chat or in game, we don't see the point of you being here. We are here to share what we learn. The game is developing so fast now, it is getting difficult to keep up. And when the game is developed, we don't want certain people in here that will destroy our gameplay. We are a civilian organization. We have the best of both worlds in civilian and military. But civilian is better for our organization. Because you have the freedom to become who and what you want and come and go as you please. Military means you have to do as you are told or you are out. We are not dictators in this organization, so we prefer civilian. But we need military in our organization for security. But if you do not have the time to interact with us, like I said earlier, there is no point being here. Because we want to know about you and we would like you to know about us as if we are one big happy family. Every 3 months we bring in 10 new members to give them a chance. but at the end of that 3 months we might only keep 2. We have been going 9 months now and have 41 members. Out of the 41 members we have 12 active members who wear our emblem, the other 2 are on sick leave. And 7 of those which take part in our activities on YouTube. As the ships get bigger we need more reliable members. We have 5 fleet commanders and over £40,000 has been spent on ships. We have nearly every ship in the verse right now. If you want to be a freelancer and fly solo, that is okay. But we still need your feedback. The best way to give feedback is to interact with us. If you want to take part in our roleplay, come chat in the reception or the voice channel on Discord, our link is below. All is welcome. All this is a part of interaction in our org which is required. If you want to become a permanent member, we will give you chance to wear one of our emblem. How to get an emblem? You must be level 10 reputation before we can take you seriously. And that will also keep you secured in our organization. So if you want to take long breaks, you are still in our organization. You are free to come back anytime you like. We don't want more than 100 members in our organization at any one time. When we get to 100 members we do not let any new members in. The reason for this is so we can develop our skills to a higher level before we consider anybody else in. This is the best way forward to build our organization. It is not about quantity, it is about quality. The main reason for this, in the long run we will be living on our ships, and that will be the Javelin, where you can log in and log out safely. We will help support you with ships when you want to work, and other things you like to do in your spare time. With this roleplay you can still use your own ships, and you can command your own vessel. We are better with safety in numbers. As the years go by we will have more and bigger ships. At the end of the day we are a colony. Our group name is Unity and our motto is all for one and one for all. The video will be updated in the next few days for 3.6. This is a list of some of our members that can help you in your basic training skills and basic knowledge in the game. In 3.6 you have Chief Fleet Commander Pepper. Commander Pepper's role is Chief Science Officer, in shield modulation technology and chart plotting. And also he is Fleet Organizer in defense and strategy, and also Chief Commander of his crew. And then you have Chief Administrator Little Miss. Little Miss is in charge of all logistics operations. Her job is to make sure the ships and crew has all the supplies it needs for their missions. Then you have Fleet Commander Dotfer. Commander Dotfer is Chief of Tactical Security and Navigations, and also takes part in ground reconnaissance and ship's gunner. And he is also Commander Pepper's number 1. You then have Commander CN Seeker. Commander CN Seeker is in charge of tactical formation flying and also basic flight training skills and ground reconnaissance and ship's gunner. We also have Captain Jodet. Captain Jodet is the logistics officer helping in ship supplies.
Okay, what this we're supposed to be doing multi-mission Mission Impossible on the 600i. What we're going to tell you before we start what Unity is all about. Unity is an organisation, okay, where all communities get together all over the world. Now, when it comes to multicultural and different understandings, everybody's got different understandings, and it causes problems, as you already all know, because in one part of the world they've got their law, and in our part of the world we've got our law, and they're both different. Now, as you know, that comes under politics. Now, when that comes under politics, it causes friction. Okay, what we're trying to do is explain basically what's the point I'm trying to get up to. This game is called Star Citizens, okay, and it's an interactive game. It's not like any normal game, okay, where you go in your ship and I go in my ship and we shoot each other, okay. This game is a different type of interaction game where we're all in the same ship. Okay, now the point I'm trying to make there is, if you're in a little Aurora, and our friends in a little Aurora, and our other friends in a little Aurora, and I'm in a 600i, the guys in the little Aurora can shoot at me all day, okay, and I can't shoot back because obviously I need to be in certain torrents and I've not got them functionalities. So because I can't shoot back, I can't kill them. They can't kill me because their guns are not powerful. Alright, now if you put them all in the same ship, then you become a very powerful ship at the end of the day because you're working together, and that is how it unites. Now, Star Citizens at the end of the day is trying to explain all that, but most people who come to Star Citizens don't know that. They think it's a simple game that we are. Who's that? Is that you? Oh, okay. Now, because of that, people seem to understand. Now, we've got an organisation called Unity. We've had to actually adjust our rules to how Star Citizens multi-roleplay because of the complexity of different nationalities. Remember, it's not about separate people in separate ships. Now, it took us about 6 months to develop these rules, and it's called the 10 Commandments. Now, because it's called the 10 Commandments, the rules can't be finished, just like Star Citizens can't be finished, because the game has to develop as it's developed. Okay, and with our rules, we have to adjust the rules as how people come in. People might think blah 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 and whatnot, etc. But like I said, it's an ongoing development. Now, as you know, there's protocol, this should be simple rules and whatnot. In our organisation, we do not kick people unless they are really, really obnoxious. But what we do, we mute people. It's the same as saying, well, look, please stop what you're doing, have time to cool down, and things work sooner or later. But then that's one way. Then you get people who come into the organisation with different backgrounds, with different laws and different understanding. Now, because they don't like the way that we do things, then they turn around and say we're dictators. But no, we are not dictators, because at the end of the day, the rules were there for them to read, and they didn't understand the rule because of different nationalities and different backgrounds, which is understandable. So we get that. Now, obviously, that's one way of looking at it. So they come in and say, well, look, those rules are no good to us because that's not how we understand it. We also understand that. Okay? But when you came into the organisation, you read the rules and you said, yes, those are okay, but when you come in, you want to change the rules. But if you change the rules, okay, then everybody else who was in there in the first place doesn't like it. Now, you get people who come into the organisation, okay, you call them manipulators and you call them dictators, okay, but what they do, they use other people to do the dictating for them. They don't say nothing, they just whisper in other people's ears, and before you know it, they start acting like that, and then they start talking and they agree with them. Now, at the end of the day, like I said, when we know all of this, we can't kick people because in our rules we don't kick. So what we do, we mute them at the end of the day, because remember, it's manipulation and coercion, it's stopping people from thinking. But then they come and say to the management, etc., well, you're doing it, but no, we're not, because it's in the rules to begin with, but you've come in here and you want popularity and whatnot, so you're changing the rules to suit how you think, but the people don't like it. Right, now we have chain of commands, okay, we've got a committee room. Now, a year ago, we had to form a committee because it was open, and they says, look, if we have our members in charge of organisation in the organisation trying to make things the way it's supposed to be, it causes problems. Why? Because newcomers come in, they want to dictate things, and they want this and they want that, and then before you know it, the fleet members in the organisation as victimize and discriminate. Okay, so what we did then, we said, okay, we're going to form a committee group, okay, that plans start citizens, as again we want to plan unity. We are actually talking about our unity now, okay? So, but the rule was at the end of the day, we're not supposed to disclose our committee members. I thought just had someone coming to the org. Look at this. We have other people come into our org. I forgot where I was now. Right? Yeah, we was talking about the committee members. Now we had a meeting, okay, that the committee members are to be anonymous, but watch out to see how things are and adjust the rules as they see fit as they go along. Now that told the new members at the end of the day they can't come in and dictate and change things because it's uncomfortable for the rest. And as you know, we're all volunteers at the end of the day, but we're not subject to be victimized or abused. So then we had another ruling that at the end of the day, okay, we keep the committee members anonymous, but how we did it, okay, we all have a vote in our organization, and the voting system is if one of the committee members disagree with the rules or how we do things, then it's pushed out, so we don't go forward. So basically that is how we did it. So you might think that's a bit unfair, why should one person be dictating? But no, we come in with a new set of rules, and obviously everybody likes it and one person doesn't like it. Now if one person doesn't like it, there must be a problem. So there's no point going forward with that if one of the committee members are unhappy, because obviously somebody in the organization must have said something and you can see it from their point of view. So because of that, we vote it out. So until we all agree that all 7 members in the organization say yes, we will not do that because of X, Y, and Z, until we can find a way to sort the problem. Then you get people turn around and say, well, delete this rule. We turn around and say, well, no, we will not delete the rules. Why? Because obviously if you delete the rule, we're leaving open to situation that we put the rule in there in the first place. But what we will do, we'll put in a new rule, and if this rule then works, then we'll phase out the old rule. But if we take out the old rule, okay, there's nothing there to protect the organization and the members, then obviously there's chaos. So you see how we balance things. Now that's the way we do things. Everybody's happy about it, but we seem to have problems when we have security, military. As you know, military, they're not dictators, okay, but they have a way of doing things, okay, and they can be harsh at the end, but that's just the way they are, because security means, yeah, get the job done, that's what you're there to do. You've got civilians who are laid back, that like to experiment and whatnot, and between those two people, they've always got problems. Now, when they've got problems, obviously, management or the committee members, i.e. or the head of department, have to take on the situation. Now, obviously, I am the head of the committee member, whatever I say goes. But because the committee members don't want to be exposed, they come and they start saying, blah, 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 this is not working, this person isn't good enough, how are we going to deal with it? Okay, because we can't expose the committee members, me as head of the organisation, I have to take responsibility and deal with the situation, and still not reveal who is the one that has exposed that person, complained about that person. And when I think more than one person has complained, then I have to deal with getting that person out or sorting out the problem as quick as possible. Now, because that person doesn't know what's going on and they don't know who's complained, they're going to look at the head of organisation, i.e. me. As you can see, it's like a government thing, but it's not like a government thing. And that's how we deal with things. That's how we resolve our problems. Now, here's another thing. Because it's a game, okay? People turn around and say, well, look, it's a game, okay? And we're in the game. you can't tell people what to do because we're here to play the game. Yes, I agree. That is perfectly true. But if you're playing a game, obviously there has to be some kind of functionality or organization of rules so the game works. Because if you don't do these kind of things, nothing works. So obviously you have to set a foundation or a protocol in your language, okay, for it to work. Now that's not dictating, that's not telling, it's making something work. But you're not paying them, so how do you work it? But the rules still stays the same. When you came into the organization, the rules were set, but because you don't want it like that, you change it. It doesn't work that way because you read the rules. If it's not happy and we can't work it out, we've got to find another way of sorting out the problem. Now they're not being paid. But in the game, it's the same sort of thing. There has to be a balance at the end of the day. But remember, when people are coming in, and it's usually because they're from different parts of the world, okay? Now, and other people in the world have different understandings of how things are supposed to be. And now that comes under politics, but we're not allowed to discuss politics in the group. We have to find a balance so everybody's happy. One of my colleagues a few weeks back came to me and was saying, well, the organization's too secretive. We want to know this, blah, 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 and whatnot. Now, because I'm from this part of the world, and they're from that part of the world, I'm saying, but wait a minute, did he say we're being secretive? But it really took me a long time to work this one. Not discriminating one of our members, because he's one of our top members at the end. But remember, we're from different parts of the world, and there's a different understanding. So he says, well, look, it's secretive, you know what I mean? Because I want to know who these committee members are and whatnot. But before he came in, these rules were set. But then I had to find a way to explain to him why these things were done. But at the end, they didn't have it. So it made me think, oh, I'm being secretive and it's against my principles. So I went back to one of my members the next day and I said to one of my members, well, look, we just go back on this topic about being secretive. He says, yes, Pepper. Okay. Well, you've mentioned the word secretive, but you've got your bank account and whatnot. Can I come to you and ask you what's in your bank account? No, because you know I'm going to clean it out. Hypothetically. Can I come into your house and start doing these kind of things? No. Did you tell me the rules when you came through the door? No. Why? Because you know the rule is automatic in the whole world. You can't go into somebody's house and dictate what you want and it's common knowledge, it's common standard. But when you knock on the door, you're passing a threshold and all the same principles are the same. You cannot come into somebody's house, tell them what to do, change their household to suit your benefits. And we don't need to explain that. That's common sense. Now, we have to find ways of communicating with different people over the world so it works for everybody. But when people don't see these, they're looking for loophole. What was that? Oh, they're looking for loophole to manipulate it for how they want. And then when they can't get it the way they want, then you're getting abused. But we've got a system, we can't kick people out, but we can mute. Now, when we mute, that is the same way, because obviously it's as effective as kicking somebody out, but it gives them time to sit down and mature and think. But they never know who is the one that is actually doing the complaining. Okay, now what we're there doing now, we're there explaining how we try to communicate with organization in our organization and communicate with people on the outside. I'm actually an Ibakati member. Okay, now I do a lot of testing in the verse. Is that you?
Yep, I found you.
Now, how did you get here?
Where's I spawned?
I thought you were supposed to be at Lawville.
No, I spawned here.
Oh my god. By the way, that's the commis. Yeah, anyway, where was I?
It's a big place, I
Yeah.
couldn't find you.
Yeah, but I was just saying something just now, actually. See, my concentration span is not very good, you see. I can only think 2 sentences, and anything that goes past them 2 sentences, I forget. Now, what we are doing, we are discussing, yes, we're talking about Ibakati. I'm actually an Ibakati member, okay? When I first started playing this game about a year ago, or 2 years ago, it was actually a year, I actually opened up Unity. Now, one of my fellow colleague members got me into the Ibakati. Now, I had a choice to play the game that I love, or become an Ibakati tester. Now, I knew I couldn't do both of them, because Ibakati testing is actually a demanding task. Right, okay, you get that at the end of the day. Well, as the time's gone by, we've had new members coming, okay, I won't say who, blah blah, says, well look, Ibakati testing is supposed to be for the E and the PTU. He's not played the game before, and he doesn't understand, okay, but Ibakati testers, right, are here to test the game so it can work for you guys. We spend hours, sometimes I could spend 4 hours and only get 5 minutes gameplay to report these bugs so CIG can fix them and whatnot. But because certain people are dictators and don't understand certain things, they turn around and say, we're not supposed to test these in the PU, we're supposed to test it in the PTU. No, we test 24/7 all the year round, because what works in the PTU doesn't work in the PU, and we have to report it to CIG, okay, to fix these problems. Now, the guys who come in, they want me to play with them, but because of certain commitments, I can't play with them. But I'm an org leader, I must play with them. But like I said, certain times I could be in the game for hours or days doing certain things, and it's not permitted because I have to do reports, etc, etc, etc. They don't understand, they just think it's a game we should play. But if we don't do these tests, you can't enjoy a game like this, okay? Now, there's not just me, there's thousands of Ibakati testers to build this game the way you guys want it. CIG, at the end of the day, they might be the developers, but we are the creators. We are the one that find these problems, just like you, report it so they can fix the game. Look at this. 2 years ago, when I came in there at 2.6, it wasn't like this. It was not like this. Because we put thousands of man hours into this to get it like this. Okay? So when you're there criticizing CIG, they're not doing this. They're only human beings just like me and you to get this game the way it's got. And we need all your supports to get the game like this. And if we don't have your support, it just takes longer. But at the end of the day, the game will finish. How much have I spent in this game? I spent £45,000 in this game. I know you'll think I'm crazy. I'm not even going to go into that detail. Okay? I spent £15,000 in ships, and I spent £20,000 in hardware. Well, that's got nothing to do with this. Oh, but excuse me. If you buy your ships for £15,000, you need hardware to play the game. Okay? You can't have one without the other. But because I'm high tech, I just don't have a PC. I have all these fancy gadgets because I'm into immersion and I want to enjoy the game and build it up to the way I want to play. I'm not imposing on you, but because I do all these things and I put my fine CIG, they will implement it so when you like certain things, you can play it to the way you want. It's going to take years. There's loads of things we can explain, okay? Yes, you know what I mean? But it's because you don't understand the game. There's another one. Here's another one. Right, training. I was actually told by one of my members a couple of weeks back that these guys, at the end of the day, we're all big people. You know what I mean? And we should come in and play the game. And we don't need to hold the hands. But CIG has not written a manual. CIG has not written a manual, okay? So we have to explain to you guys what the game's about, okay? Now, but CIG is now advertised, they want us to bring these words across to you guys to understand how to play the game and what it's about. But you've got members in our organisation not being a bad mouth, they're not saying that. They say, well look, If they can't play the game, they should not play the game. I've turned around and said, well look, people learn at different speeds and at different levels. People see the world as round and some people see the world as flat. There's a different understanding and a different level. But if we don't share the knowledge and try to explain, they don't learn. So me, I like to train at the end of the day, okay? And now when I'm training, it helps you to understand the game. I will sit here for 18 hours, 20 hours a day playing this game. So you can get to learn things. You've got private lives. You go out and you come in. You can't sit down and spend all them hours like I do. But because I've done all these testing, all this theory crafting, and you come in the game and we saved all them time. Secondly, you got some people not as well off as me, not boasting, not bragging, hint, hint, hint. They can only afford these little Auroras, blah, blah, blah. They can't afford the big ships I've got, okay? And like with some of the AUG members who's got big ships. But because we're training them, we can give them these ships and they can learn in these ships. And if they like these ships, when they're ready, they can afford it. They can afford to buy it because they've got an idea. But if they go and buy these ships and they don't like the ship, they're stuck with it because of the rules of how the games are. Now, it's a lot going on in this game at the end of the day, and I am trying to explain a lot of topics in the game. But at the end of the day, yes, it's supposed to be Mission Impossible, but you never know what you're going to be doing in this game until you actually get in the game. You don't know who's going to be in there until you get in the game. A lot of my friends turn around and say, oh, Pepper's doing a long-ass 5-hour video. You know what I mean? Boring. Yeah, I've heard it all before. But when I do these 4-hour videos, remember we're from all over the world. And you've all got personal lives, or you've got to go out. I can sit there for 4 hours and wait for you guys to come in, and then when we get in, we all crash. Okay? But when I'm doing the video like this, you all start lining up and you all will pop in. Now if you look at our stream there, now there's 2 people on. And if I carry on for the next 4 hours, you'll actually see everybody starts popping in, and then we can carry our role. But at the same time, they're actually learning the game and getting the knowledge and sharing things. And one good thing about it is, even if they don't want to join the game, when the game is finished, okay, they're going on an action replay. How did they do this? Oh, I like that. And they add it into their roleplay. And they add it into their creation. Okay? So, although it's a long hours week, it's not a film. It's a training program to help you understand this game better. Okay? This game cannot be done in 5 minutes. You want to do a mission. It's not a quick 30-second job. A mission can take 20 minutes. A mission can take an hour, depending on how you set it up. I create all my own role plays in the game and I make credits. In the last session I made 10 million. In this session I've been doing training. Today I'm going to do little things. So how do I get to roll? Oh right, sorry. Well that means, okay, what we're going to do is get you on the ship. Okay, you can deal with that person, okay? Nicole Miss is actually enrolling a new player there. Basically what she's actually there doing, someone's just come in for the first time, okay, doesn't know about the game, and she's there now explaining things, helping the person, okay. She'll take about an hour or 2. Right, okay, well she's just informing, but I can't hear her because she's not got the mic on. But what she's doing, she's actually giving them the bylaws of how we do our things, and it's about an hour to get him to level 5. She's going to be talking to him and etc. And within about 2 hours he will be enrolled into our organisation. Basically our organisation is security tight. We just don't let people in there. He's actually in our Discord at the moment, okay, but when you see, but he can't see our org members. All he sees a couple people. But when he spent about say 2 hours or so, we go through the functionalities, then he gets the albums, and she's then transferred into the main group to develop the game the way he wants it developed. Okay, but I'm going to have to get the commiss on the ship so she can spend time doing them, because if I leave her here, she's going to get bored. No, she can't get bored, she'll just glitch out. So she's going to have a little bit of difficulty at the moment, but I'm going to get her out. Right.
And this is one huge place. I had to try and hunt you down to try and get to you. I was going, hang on a minute, I know I can see him where he is, but I had to try and find it, if you know what I mean.
02. You see, this is something else we do. We do a lot of streaming. You'll notice we do a lot of formation marking. Formation comes under a lot of categories, okay? Not just flying ships. It's about controlling your operators in different functionalities, but it's still the same thing. We do lots of things in our organisation.
Charming.
So, which organisation did you used to be, or is it just this?
Hang on, hangar or pad?
To hangar.
Right, okay, got it.
Gone off. Have you gone off?
I don't know yet. I've got a black screen. I'm alright, I'm alright.
So what's his name?
Operator.
Okay, and he's from the US, I presume.
Yeah.
What's his role?
I don't know, I haven't had that out yet. So I'm gonna get on the ship and then I can find everything else out.
So if he's been since 2.6, you should know quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm on. So he's been a subscriber of yours for quite a while. I've been watching you for quite a while.
Can you find out what his role is, please?
Yep.
Okay, I'm in.
I'm in.
Activate systems. Activate star map.
He's also into the cutting.
1 second, just let me just get out of here first, please. I've got to use a different location. See, the problem is I'm trying to go do my routes. It's going through the Stanton moon, you see. So you can't go through the planet, so I have to plan a route around it. All these you get to learn after a while. Speed 3 clicks.
Roger.
Clear to launch.
Need 3 clicks.
Roger.
Launch complete.
Need 5 clicks.
Roger.
Raise landing gear.
Roger.
Point of interest.
Activating.
I'll be able to talk to you in a sec, okay?
Yeah, it's no problem. I'm assuming he's actually watching the stream because he actually answered a question about he's also evil, can't he? So he obviously heard what you said.
Oh, okay. He's been in since 2.6?
Yeah.
How did he find it?
I'll find out.
You see what's happening? I'm concentrating on you. I can't actually work the game at the moment. Is he concierge?
I'll find out in a minute.
Or is he hardcore? Well, if he's either cat is hardcore, isn't it? Stupid question.
I'm saying nothing.
Point of interest.
Activating.
Point of interest.
Activating.
Activate jump drive.
Activating.
What level is it?
Activated.
Number 1.
You should have been gone past that by now. You got him typing paragraphs again, have you?
No.
Okay. You can explain to him about our leveling system, rank system, groups, and all them not there, yeah? You say he's been watching our, he's been subscribed to us for quite a while.
Yeah. Right, where is it? I was just looking around, reading the rules and stuff. I've actually been subbed to the original YouTube channel for a while and interested in joining a small org. He is a member of other orgs, but he wants some of them are massive. He doesn't want like massive orgs.
Right. You explained to them I've got armor org on the other side of the room, so you explain that to him, yeah?
Yes.
You understand, so you can see that's like a front door, okay. Yeah, test squadron. I actually went to test squadron about 6 months ago, I gave them all my details and all my credentials. I didn't get past the front door.
I see your favourite ship is that 600i. His too. He likes the 600i.
Yeah. When I first got into this ship, I had a lot of critics. The ship was hard, but I saw the potentials of it, and I worked with it and I worked with it. There's not much I don't know about this ship and what it's capable of. Let's put it, tell him I can actually get 10 weapons on. It's unbelievable what I can do with this ship.
You.
Yeah, I know, but I can't hear.
Watching.
Alright. Yeah, but it's a 30-second delay, you see. It is a beautiful ship.
I never used to like it, but I'm coming round to it now.
Well, I've got somewhat, but I'm actually working on the 890 jump now at the moment. But it's not going to be my best ship, because the 890 jump is giving me the idea of what the Javelin and all them big ships going to be like, the Kraken, which I've also got. You know what I mean? I use these ships there to generalise how I'm going to be doing things. It's been watching me streams for quite a while. I think I know where I'm coming from. There are a lot of things I've said you'll disagree with, but later on they do make sense.
Engines inactive.
So, what is it? Is it combat? What role does he play?
I'm trying to find that out. 1 second.
Quantum drive deactivated. Engines active.
Combat.
Okay. So that means if he's come back in Zibacati, he will actually know quite a bit.
I just want to have something to play with.
Who? I'm not
In
combat.
Bugatti.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
No, not combat, but
Yeah,
yeah, in Bugatti.
that's on the testing side. But I mean, combat side. You know what I mean? But we'll work it out. There are players in there that can do that. You see what I mean? Points of interest.
Activating.
Combat. That's security, isn't it? Yeah. Activate jump drive.
Activating.
Quantum drive activated.
What room are we in?
We're in the mess hall.
We're in the mess hall. Okay. When he gets to level 3, move me down into the help desk. We can chat to him from there, okay?
Reception.
Yeah. No, yeah. Reception, yeah. You can move into reception, but not just yet, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember one stream you hit 2 cyclones and that was a Rover. I remember that.
And 4 great, and it was actually the 4 Noxes, and that was a 600i when it first came on.
So we have been watching your streams quite a while.
Well, he will like the 890 jump and the work I've done on that one. He'll be impressed. What's his biggest ship? No, it's combat. Most combats are usually into small ships.
Right, he's typing. Because you're asking the questions, so he's actually answering them.
Right. That's a 15-second delay then. And I bet he's going to say the Ares and the what's the next ship to that? The Nautilus. Same weaponry. What I thought you said when you first came in, he was just looking around, or he said he wanted to join. Pardon?
Looking around at the rules.
Oh right. Is it what? Does he want to join, or is just want for? Right. So, right. And what about the album status? Has he got any objections to that? Basically, I was just telling Commiss to mention the albums. The album is still your same picture, but it's to say that on Unity on top, to say that we're a good organisation to spread the game and whatnot, etc. She'll explain all that to you.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Point of interest.
Activating.
Point of interest.
Activating.
He owns the 890 jump, the 600 is still his favourite.
He's got an 890 jump?
Yes.
Okay, I got some notes I can share with him. Activate jump drive.
Activating.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Select enemy.
Contact. Contact.
I nearly forgot.
My favourite ship was the Sabre Raven and the Razor, but combat is so bad at the moment.
Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Speed 2/3.
Roger.
Activate battle mode.
Roger.
Red alerts.
Red alert, red alert. All personnels to their stations. I repeat, battle stations, battle stations. This is not a drill.
Select enemy. He sounds like he's on the ship. Target shields. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Contact. Hostile eliminated.
Select enemy.
Contact.
Select enemy.
Contact.
What ship is that? Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Forward shield under attack.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Forward shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Starboard shield.
Oh! Deactivate autopilot.
Roger.
Yeah, go on, move us to the help desk. No, move us to the
Can I just concentrate what I'm doing right now? I'm trying to get my gaming back up.
point of interest.
Activating.
Point of interest.
Activating.
Point of interest.
Activating.
Activate jump drive.
Activating.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive
Select enemy.
Contact.
Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Starboard shield under attack. Shield under attack. Starboard shield under attack. Shield attack. Starboard shield under attack. Starboard shield under attack. Starboard shield under attack.
Activate autopilot.
Roger.
Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Select enemy. Select enemy. Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Select star map. Activate star map. Point of interest.
Activating.
Activate jump drive.
Activating.
Quantum drive activated.
Look, I'm missing it on the ship.
Deactivated.
I know, because I'm trying to get all back on.
Oh, right. Okay.
So basically, I'm going to be back where I started.
Okay, no problem. I'll get back to you later. B 2/3.
Roger. Roger.
Contact.
Select enemy.
Contact.
Select rear shields.
Contact.
Select rear shields. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Stern shield under attack. Contact. Port shield under attack. Stern shield under attack.
Modulate shields.
Modulating.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Select enemy. Oh, there's two there. Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Select enemy. Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Speed 3 clicks.
Roger.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Hostile eliminated.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Oh, he's too far. Speed 1/3.
Roger.
Full scan.
Scanning for all ships.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting. Moderating shields. Inactive.
level is he now?
Almost level 3.
Starboard shield under attack. Floor shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Hostile eliminated.
Here come Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Find out, does he want his credentials keep under the quiet as evil cat, or does he mind the rest of the org know he's evil?
Okay. Do you want your Evo status quiet? Or say Evo. Loading back in.
Point of interest.
Activating.
Activate autopilot.
Roger.
Activate jump drive.
Activating.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Select enemy. Activate autopilot, speed 2/3. Speed 2/3.
Roger.
Activate autopilot.
Roger.
Contact. Contact.
Select enemy.
Contact.
Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Modulate shields.
Modulating.
Select enemy. Speed 1/3.
Roger.
Modulate shields.
Modulating.
Modulate shields.
Modulating.
Oh, Tim, I've done a lot of work on the carrot. I've done a lot of work on the carrot.
Operator.
I'm asking if I've read this correctly. The pilot won't be able to use the torrents at all, will he? The guns.
Forward shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Stern shield under attack.
No, pilot control weapon, no missiles.
Right, slow down. 1 minute. I've got to come out of this right. Right, read that again slowly.
No pilot controlled weapons, no missiles.
So I was right.
Yes.
So basically, that ship needs a minimum of 2 people.
I would say so, yeah.
And I've been telling these guys for months. Does he believe that the way they're reworking the front Rover bay, it might be able to fit a ballista? I believe they're trying to lengthen it now. What do you think on that?
No one mentions this. They act like they're okay with it.
What's that?
There are no pilot controlled weapons, I guess.
Oh, wait a minute. A 500-pound ship, and there's a lot of guys there that don't know about this game. They've heard so much about that ship, and they can't fire missiles, they can't fire guns, okay? And they're going to work out soon they can't use the drones. Okay. That. A lot of people are going to be selling that shit before they get it. Look at the problem they had with the Retaliator. You can sort it out, Jan.
Moderating shields inactive.
No way.
Actually, let's look at the sizes, okay? The width is only about 1 meter wider than the Rover, okay? And that's not much, okay? So the width is not going to be a problem. Now, if they're lengthening the Rover bay, why not? And what I mean is that
Moderating shields.
that
Inactive.
that might just work, but the height, I don't see there's going to be a problem with the
Moderating
height.
shields. Inactive.
Ask him why don't you think it will fit? What's his measurements? The height. Right, I thought he was going to say that. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the height. Right. On the old stats, okay, the very, very old stats, the height of the Rover bay looked like it. I best come out of this place. 1 minute. Just give me a minute. Speed 2 clicks.
Roger.
Full speed.
Roger.
Tim, I'll get to moving in a minute. Okay. I know he's saying the height, okay, and I have to agree with him, okay. And I know the blister is higher than the tank or tonk or whichever, okay. Right. On the old stats, when the TV's going funny on me, 1 minute. I've lost all stats on my shields. Right. Right, yeah, let's get back to the Kraken and the Rover bay. Now, I know he's saying that it shouldn't fit, okay? The old stats, the way I looked at the pictures, it looked like it was a strong contender. The height would have been okay. Now, when they mess with the landing pad by tucking under the undercarriage under the Rover bay, then yes, but the height was still there. Now they've altered the height of the cargo bay by at least half, but it might just fit, you know. Well, PC's still not working. No, you've got me.
I will buy a turret once flyable, but it doesn't replace the 600i.
When it comes to combat, yeah. Well, I only bought the Kraken because of all the guys, they liked it, but the 600 was supposed to be favourite ship, but I'm not too sure. There's going to be better ships coming out. But at least there's somebody that agrees that the 600 is a bloody good ship. And I've lost. No, I've got shields.
I wouldn't count on it fitting.
Okay. What about the tank? Activate autopilot.
Roger.
What about the tank? I don't think the tank will fit because I think the side struts might get in the way. No tank, just yours to Rover. So what are they doing to the Rover bay then? Full speed.
Roger.
Speed 2/3.
Roger.
I've lost shield stats. Select enemy. Target rear shields.
Shield system inactive.
Right.
Contact.
many rovers do you think he'll be able to fit in there? Shields on.
Biggest you're gonna get in there.
How many?
I think. She said, yes, I said how many. She's saying the Ursa is the biggest you'll get in there, I think.
Right, okay. The reason why I ask how many, because I was just thinking, would they be able to get two in there side by side? Once it's inside. I also think I'm flying stupid here now because things are switching off on me.
Right off the top of my head, 3.
Eh?
Right off the top of my head, 3 tumbrels.
Right, okay.
2 Ursa.
Okay, well, that means it's going to be 2 Ursas side by side. How many beds in total? Including the medical beds. Select enemy. I thought I seen the one med bed at the top and 4 small beds around it. Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Activate autopilot.
Roger.
What ship is that? Constellation.
I would be scared going on a serious mission and think you can't defend yourself.
I have to agree on that. But when you think about it, I know the it's not a cargo ship, but when you was doing cargo, what the chances of him being encountered by enemies when he was in the caterpillar? You know something? He can't defend himself unless you got somebody in there. Say to it depends actually. They're gonna really find it's pretty hard. But I said that in the beginning, but CIG's gonna do something because they don't want to kill that ship. I'm not even concentrating on this at the moment. I was going to actually program the missiles on this. Select enemy. Modulate shields.
Modulating.
Modulate shields.
Modulating.
So say again.
She said you're flying around in one of the flashiest ships in the game. People are going to attack just because you have a carrot.
Shields at full strength.
I think the guys with the single pilots are going to have problems. But wait a minute, didn't you also said he's going to have his carrot as a single player?
Yeah, she says it's going to have NPCs on there.
And those ain't going to be out, but he's going to be sending that ship in a week.
Be right back.
What level is he now?
Almost level 4.
Alright, move us into the help desk. Help desk, we're going to go in help desk. No, I'll tell you what, don't move us into help desk, move us into the reception. But before you do that, who's online in our group? Let's have a look. Are they still sorting Christmas stuff out? Right. Let's check the PC status. The processor is 10% higher than normal. Okay. This server is actually unstable, you know. The server is unstable. That's why you're crashing. It's 10% more than what it usually is.
Yeah, 'cause I got back into game just now, and I basically crashed, and I got a bad token.
Yeah, operator, look at Mrs. away from her PC at the moment. Give her about 5 minutes. Your operator, she will be joining in a minute in voice chat, okay?
Pardon?
I'll just letting the operator know we're going to be joining him in voice chat in a minute.
Okay.
Contact. Contact. Stern shield under attack. Fore shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Starboard shield under attack. Starboard shield under attack. Stern shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Fore shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Port shield under attack. Stern shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Starboard 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 shield under attack. Fore shield under attack. Starboard shield under attack. Stern shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Port shield under attack. Warning, collision stern. Warning, collision fore. Fore shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Starboard shield under attack. Stern shield under attack.
Select enemy. Select enemy.
Under attack. Starboard shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Forward shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Shields at full strength. Stern shield under attack.
Speed 2/3.
Roger.
Shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Port shield under attack.
Target rear shields.
Targeting.
Stern shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Starboard shield under attack. Port shield under
Select
attack.
enemy.
Hostile eliminated. Starboard shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Port shield under attack. Forward shield under attack. Hostile eliminated.
Select enemy. See, the minute I leave the game, I got a sneak attack and it turned me red. Okay. So now I've got to go repair my ship.
Hey, you guys there? You hear me?
Hi. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come out of game. Sit and talk to you for a
Hi.
bit.
Oh, hey, Pepper.
Hi. Just give me a second, I'm going to come out of game for a minute, 1 minute.
Hey, there's like it's a lot of lag.
One sec. I have trouble multitasking, you see. Ship's a mess. I left it for 5 minutes. They turned it into a toaster.
Is that Little Music? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Little Miss.
Little Miss UK.
You hear who he sounds like?
Who?
My.
Oh. I'm reading it all together.
He sounds like Myson.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. No, Myson is one of our comedians in our org, you see. Dr. Myson. He's full of humour. Just give me a couple of minutes, I just packing up the ship. I mean, logging out in the ship. Bad place. Oh my god. See? Told you I can't multitask. You know, I just saw just now.
What?
I was wondering, do you still have problems getting vehicles up the main ramp in
No.
600?
No.
Are you crazy?
Say again.
Are you crazy?
Why?
You just put the cargo ramp down and went logged off.
No, no. If you're listening, if you was watching, I wasn't thinking. I actually went down in the lift outside the ship while it was moving. Got back up, and it looked like the lift was down, so I pressed it, and it wasn't down. So the ship's doing things. Plus, basically I'm going to talk to this operator. So let me sort this out 1 minute. Log out.
But I guess logging out in the master suite still ain't working, huh?
No, it's not. I'm not chanced it actually. I'm just trying to find out why he won't let me off the ship. Oh, 30,000 crash.
That's why.
Oh, there you go.